Optimization before execution. Some people never start because they're stuck perfecting the plan. They research the best method, the right tools, the perfect strategy. They tell themselves they're being smart, being thorough, but what they're really doing is hiding. Execution is scary because it exposes you. Planning feels productive without any of the risk. Here's the truth though. You learn more in 1 week of messy action than in 6 months of perfect planning. The people who win aren't the ones with the best blueprints. They're the ones who started before they were ready and adjusted as they went. Perfectionism isn't standards, it's fear wearing a disguise. The comparison spiral. You look at someone ahead of you and your brain immediately starts calculating the gap. They're further along, more successful, more put together. And instead of feeling inspired, you feel behind. So you either give up because it feels pointless, or you try to skip steps to catch up faster, which leads to burnout or shortcuts that don't work. What you're not seeing is the boring middle, the years of failure they don't post about, the advantages or luck they had that you don't. Comparison isn't just unhealthy, it's inaccurate. You're comparing your rough draft to someone else's highlight reel. The only race that matters is the one against yesterday's version of yourself. Waiting for perfect conditions. Life will never hand you ideal circumstances. There will always be something. Not enough time, not enough money, not enough energy, not the right season, not the right age. If you need everything to line up before you move, you'll be waiting forever. Average people wait for conditions to improve. Exceptional people improve their conditions. They work with what they have, not what they wish they had. The difference isn't resources, it's resourcefulness. You don't need perfect conditions. You need to stop treating imperfect ones as an excuse. The busy trap. Being busy feels like progress. Your calendar is full, your to-do list is long, you're always doing something. But at the end of the week, you look back and realize nothing actually moved forward. You were active, not effective. Busy is easy. Busy doesn't require prioritization or tough decisions. It lets you feel productive without facing whether you're working on the right things. The trap is that society rewards looking busy, so people fill their time with low-impact tasks and call it a work ethic. Real progress isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters and cutting everything else. Seeking permission from others. You have an idea, a goal, something you want to try. But before you move, you look around. You ask for opinions. You wait for validation. And if people doubt you, you take it as a sign to stop. Here's what's happening. You're outsourcing your belief to people who aren't living your life. Most people will project their own fears on your ambitions. They'll tell you to be realistic, which usually means be like them. Seeking advice is fine. Needing approval is a trap. You don't need permission to bet on yourself. The only vote that actually matters is yours. Glorifying the grind without direction. Some people confuse effort with strategy. They work hard, long hours, constant hustle, and they expect results to follow automatically. But effort without aim just burns you out in the wrong direction. You can grind yourself into the ground and still end up average if you're grinding on the wrong things. What separates people isn't just work ethic, it's clarity. Knowing what to work on, when to pivot, when to double down. Blind effort is admirable, but it's not efficient. Before you grind harder, make sure you're grinding on something that actually builds the life you want. Treating failure as identity. You try something and it doesn't work. Instead of seeing it as data, you see it as proof. Proof that you're not capable, not talented, not meant for this. So one failure becomes a verdict, and you stop trying because trying again feels like setting yourself up for more confirmation of what you already believe. But failure isn't a reflection of who you are. It's a reflection of what you tried. And most of the time, it's just a reflection of being early in the learning curve. The people at the top failed more than you've even attempted. They just didn't let it define them. Living in reaction mode. Most people don't design their days. They wake up and respond to notifications, to requests, to whatever feels urgent. They're always putting out fires but never building anything. Reaction mode keeps you busy but powerless because you're letting external noise set your agenda. The average person is reactive. They let life happen to them. Exceptional people are intentional. They decide what matters, protect their time, and act based on priority, not pressure. If you don't control your day, someone else will, and their priorities won't build your future.